and welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie. This is day 25 of VEDA. Video every day in April. We are almost done. We have another round of rewrite, reread, or burn. And this time we're doing romantic comedies. Okay, like I said, we are doing another round of rewrite, reread, or burn. This time I'm doing some romantic comedies that I have on my shelves. It was a hard process to come up with 15 of them, but I did it. I don't want to make this video super long. If you have been following or if you have access over on Patreon, then you know that I mass recorded some of these videos and we're there. We're there. So we're going to get into this challenge. If you don't know what the challenge is, I take this jar, pick 3 books, and then I figure out which ones I'm going to do. I do it in 5 rounds, and there is that. Yes. Disclaimer, as always, anything that I say does not either take away from my joy for the book. It is just part of the game. So if I say that I really love something, but then I end up burning it, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. It's just for game purposes. So let's get into round number 1. Those are going to be in different rounds. Alrighty, so first off, we have Chocolate Lovers, which is the bind up by Sivec. Then we have Next in Line by Amy Daws. This is a bait shop where 2 people end up meeting and then they have to do some fake dating, or actually it's not fake dating. It's I'm in town and I don't want my family to know that I'm in town. So I want to be on my own and do my own thing. But I just went through a bad breakup. And yeah, there's that. Okay. Really funny, by the way. Love that. Okay. And then finally we have Muffintop by Avery Flynn, and this is a story about a woman that is on the plus size, and is she the one that has the crush? I can't remember if she has the crush or not. She may or may not have the crush on the guy that is in it. But she does have some self-esteem issues when it comes to her weight. She can't believe that he wants to be with her, even though it says size doesn't matter, because size doesn't matter. Big girls need loving too. But there are a lot of self-esteem issues in this book. So let's see, what are we going to do? So simply, we are going to definitely reread Next in Line, because it is a funny, snarky, sexy goodness, and there's nothing that needs to be changed in it. And we are going to rewrite Muffintop by Avery Flynn, just so our female character can have more self-esteem about her being a big girl, even while she's finding love. And then we have Chocolate Lovers, bound up by Sivec, and we're going to burn it. Time for round 2. So we have way down in the middle of the stack. Bossman Bridegroom by Meghan Quinn. In this story, we have a woman and a man that meet at a paper convention, and come to find out she wants a job at his place of work. He needs a girlfriend to sort of stave off some people that are trying to bring him down, and he fires her during the paper convention, or like after the first day of meeting, and then she decides that she's not going to be fired and continues to come back to work. It's funny, it's sexy, it's hilarious to listen to, so if you can listen to the audiobook, definitely do that. Then we have this is not going to be good. We have Loving Miss Sassy by A. Madden and Joanne Schwehm. This is about one of our sisters from the Mr. Perfect series, I think it's called. I think it's called the Mr. Perfect series. I could be wrong. But this is a sister. She comes from Italy, and she is an influencer, and she is getting this job, and she ends up like having to stay in the same apartment or brownstone as her competition because he wants to get the job as well. He's with a marketing firm and doesn't think that she can do the job because she's just an influencer, and it's their romance going back and forth because the ad agency that has them vying for the actual position wanted to save money, so they put them in the same brownstone, and they have a forced proximity sort of thing going on, and I was here for it. And then finally we have, this is not good. This is not good. The dreaded round has moved up to round number 2, obviously. Next, we have Filthy English by Ilsa Madden-Mills. And this is about an English guy that is awesome. And it's almost like a Cinderella retelling or reimagining. And yeah, they meet at a masquerade ball. They don't know who each other are. There's like, I believe there's a one-night stand that goes on in it. And then they spend some time moving back to each other, but pushing away and then pulling back and going back and back and forth. This is a new adult story, and I was here for it. I was here for it. Loved it. Ooh, listen to it as an audiobook. So, like I said, dreaded round moved up to number 2. Because I don't want to burn a single one of these. I loved these books. Oh boy. I don't know. So I think for sure I'm just going to reread Bossman Bridegroom by Meghan Quinn. I think I will rewrite Filthy English so that I could remember it better. And then I'm going to sadly, very, very sadly, because I loved this book, burn Loving Miss Sassy. I'm sorry. That's how it goes. It sucks. And here is round number 3. So first up, we have Wallbanger by Alice Clayton. And as you can see, it's about wall banging. So we have kind of a man whore that lives next to a prim and proper sort of character that I believe she's a chef. I believe. But after one night, they figure out that their rooms have adjoining walls, and one happens to be getting on and banging the wall, and the other one walks over to the wall banging apartment, and they happen to be in some risque sleepwear. So I haven't figured it out. Our guy, our man whore, is banging it out, and our female character gets up and she's wearing a teddy or something very, very sexy, goes over, pounds on his door, and is like, look, I'm gonna need you to cut that shit out. Like, I need my sleep, I need you to cut it out. And they go from there. And there's an amazing, amazing cat character in here. He actually kind of steals the show a little bit. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. Wallbanger is going up against. Ooh, I think this whole game is gonna be bad. We have Fire Down Below by Debra Anastasia, and in this story we have the quirky sort of best friend, and there's a lot of crude humor that goes into this story. So if crude humor is not your thing, then you might want to pass on it, but it's absolutely hilarious. It is most definitely a rom-com. When things can go wrong, things go wrong. And yeah, it's not pretty, but it is hilarious to read. And that, oof, all those are going, man, oh my goodness. Going up against Waking Up in Vegas by Sarah King. In this story, we have two people that knew each other when they were younger, and then they find each other in Vegas, and they happen to get married because of one drunken night, and it's like, okay, come to find out, there may have been some secret crushes going on, and it was good. It was so good. I really loved this book. I loved it. I thought it was a fresh take on waking up married in Vegas. So let's see. We are definitely going to reread Waking Up in Vegas by Sarah King. We are going to I think we're going to rewrite Fire Down Below so it's not as crude in the humor and a little bit more palatable for everyone. And then we're going to burn Wallbanger. Sorry. Normally my dreaded round 4. Let's see. Okay, so we have The Takeover by T.L. Swan. In this story, we have a woman that becomes a widow, and she ends up meeting a guy, ends up having some relations with that guy, but come to find out, she pulls away because she has some other responsibilities, i.e. 3 children that are hellions. There are people that, some of my book friends that absolutely love that aspect of it, but them kids just needed a good ass whooping. I'm sorry. That's what them kids were bad as hell. Bad as hell. I don't care how funny they were. They were bad. They needed a whooping. Then we have Twisted by Emma Chase. I can't really, which one is this one about? So I believe this is also a this is like a spin-off slash I guess, is this their continuation, or I can't remember. It's part of the Tangled series, so if you're interested in it, then you might want to go look it up. Then we have Foster by Kristie Lee. This is a story about a woman's best friend's brother who happens to be younger, and I was here for this. Come to find out, the best friend, well, the woman in this, She is hired as a PI because she has a private investigative firm to investigate the brother. We'll come to find out it's the brother, and the brother's like, she has to be undercover and figure out what's going on. Although they end up hooking up because there's some underlining feelings there. And it was funny. It was very interesting. I liked how Kristie played this book. I'll just leave it at that. So, alrighty, super easy. Reread Foster because I loved it oh so much. We are going to rewrite the Takeover, take out them badass kids. The kids can stay, but they're not going to be as bad. And then we're going to burn Twisted by Emma Chase because I didn't remember shit from it. All right, then the final round is number 5, and the books that we have are Crazy Stupid Bromance, which is book number 2 in the Bromance book club. Is this number 2? Or is this number 3? This is number 3. Is this number 3? No, this is number 2. Yes, this is number 2. She has a cat cafe, and I appreciated Lyssa Kay Adams, the way that she took on the social justice issues that were brought up in this story, and how she let it play out. And it wasn't too heavy-handed with the story, and I really appreciated that. So that is sort of what it is. It's a book club. I'm sorry, I'm explaining this all sorts of wrong, but there's a book club that started in the Bromance book club. Why couldn't I think of that? Wow, I pretty much just told you guys that, I think. And this is our guy that kind of leads the Bromance book club, but he's kind of clueless in the real reasons why he has the book club in the first place, and why the book club sort of works or doesn't work sometimes. This is going up against Pucked by Helena Hunting, and this is a hockey romance. It is crude, it is rude. I loved it oh so much. It's sexy. If you are not down for the over the top crazy sexy jokes and antics that go along with hockey and locker room sort of talk, you might want to stay away from it. But I love this series. It's absolutely hilarious. It has a whole bunch of spin-offs, and these hockey players are just to die for. I loved them oh so much. And then we have the Happy Ever After playlist by Abby Jimenez. And this is about a woman that almost gets into an accident but gets a ticket because a dog ends up stopping in the middle of the road. Come to find out, that dog's owner is overseas and is a musician, and she ends up taking care of the dog while he is gone, and they are sort of talking over the interwebs and online, and that's what the interwebs are, and on the phone and things like that. So yeah, there's that. Then there are some heavier issues that go along with this. So alrighty, so round 5 seems to be pretty simple right here, because I would reread Puck because of the greatness that is the crude and sexy humor in this one. Then I would rewrite Crazy Stupid Bromance, just so that it would have a little more, a little less talk about the social justice issues that go on in here. They were wonderful, but it could be even a little less, just because you sort of want to read the book for the escapism of it and not necessarily need a, I guess, an instruction or, just gonna take that out. Then I would burn the Happily Ever After playlist, just because there was a component within this story that, if you don't read the author's note or hear the author's interview at the end of the book, if you listen to it as an audiobook, which isn't in this ARC copy, by the way. I listened to it as an audiobook, so I was able to hear the interview, because it doesn't explain within the story the struggle that our character is going through, why she's going through it, or sort of how this is the follow-up book to The Friend Zone or something like that, I think it is. Yeah, The Friend Zone. And from what I've been told, people are saying that it's explained, her issues are explained in The Friend Zone, and then you get this story, and I'm just like, but why should I have to read the first book if it's not a series? Just a kind of spin-off about the next character. Why? Alrighty, so that is 5 rounds of reread, rewrite, or burn for romantic comedies. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if some of my picks, or what you think about my picks and how I move them around and my reasons for them, things like that. Let's have open discussion. Would you change any of those? As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Also, there is a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel. My Ko-fi, my PayPal, my Instagram, and all my social links are down there. Please check the description box because I put some good stuff down there sometimes. The question for the video will be down there as well so that you can know what that question is and you can comment about it to open discussion. There we go. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in another video.